that nice girl again.
The one I
I'll
told
take
you
that.
about.
Thank
You
you.
realize you're at the Golden Cat, right?
Yeah, but she's different. She really likes me.
Idiot. She likes your money, not you.
You're just jealous.
Shut up.
Yeah, she doesn't like you, dude. Sorry to tell you. It's all about the coin. Daughter of Tivia. Excerpt from a theater play. Young Lady Amelia in the back garden. Duchess, I do not know of the world beyond these garden walls, but do not mistake my lack of experience for fear, or for an absence of desire. If I have avoided you, it is because of the warning your name carries. Duchess Colley, bending a rose to her face, inhaling the scent. And what warning is that, my dear Amelia? Young Lady Amelia turning her back on the Duchess. I believe you know my meaning. Your father's tales are still the subject of parlor gossip. Duchess Callie is stepping up close. And do those stories excite you? Tell me, girl, I'm a friend. Young Lady Amelia, hesitating. Duchess Callie, yes, I confess they do. In my youth, I had a copy of the tales of Prince Calasar. I read them late into the night. Duchess Callie speaking to her ear. As did I. Young Lady Amelia, leaning back into her embrace. But he was your father. Duchess Callie stroking her neck. They're just stories, Amelia. Fire for the imagination. Young Lady Amelia, breathing deeply. Duchess, will you teach me to kiss? Duchess Callie, cooing softly. I will, but have you never kissed another? Am I reading porn? Yes. Now you ask that question? A Beery, a rose gardener, emerging from the hedges, stammering. Ladies, I swear to you, I did not intend to spy. Forgive me, but I was pruning the hedge and could not find another way to interrupt. Duchess Callie extending a hand. We forgive you, but as punishment, I command you to stay and to come closer. Young Lady Amelia, shocked, brows furrowed in irritation. But he is a servant, Duchess. Duchess Callie, pulling at each of them, drawing them close to her. And serve us he will, young Amelia. I feel gross. It's just fiction. It's just fiction.
The Pendletons are here. You're supposed to be on duty. You're supposed to be on guard. You'll get dismissed for sure. I can't believe this. You said you weren't even drunk. Wake up!
He's out cold, sweetie. I'm afraid it's too late. But even if it is fiction, I hope that servant is okay.
Finally. I've been like this for 20 minutes. Your footsteps sound a little loud. Have you gained a little weight, honey?
Okay, screw you.
Oh, that's good. I deserve that one. Shall I tell you why? The Pendletons are here, right? I'll start with them. I cheated them, robbed them of thousands. Oh, you're ruthless. Don't hold back. I'll tell you everything. The Pendletons' inheritance was worth hundreds of thousands at least. I told them it was junk. Retribution! Retribution! Ah, that was perfect. But it's all I can take for tonight. Call my servants. We're done. Stay focused, please. I can tell you love your work. Careful. I have a condition. I deserve it.
Oh, so you want another one?
Stick to the script, please. We're done, I said. Retribution! Now let me out!
You made the mistake of being into this, you creep.
What the? Who is this? What do you want?
The safe, yes, of course.
The combination is 696. Take anything you find. I think I felt my heart skip.
Thank you. Oh. Is that a rune? See, now that's what's calling my name.
Wonder if anyone would notice this.
Thanks. Oh. Sheesh. Not sure why they bother calling it a bathhouse. We know what it is, right? A madhouse. Missing women. Golden Cat. Excerpt from a crime story revolving around the Golden Cat. Okay, so this is fiction, right? Mr. Arrowhalf, I assure you my family has the means to pay you and your associates. So you locate my sister. You've got her name and description, and everything else we know about her initial weeks in Dunwall, before Patrice stopped writing to me. However, there is one other detail, so hard to believe that I was reluctant to mention it. There is an establishment within Dunwall called the Golden Cat. A bathhouse, I believe, though some say it's a brothel. Yeah, it's a brothel, obviously. I find it implausible that Patrice would ever be connected with such a place, but I would be remiss if I did not pass along the information. Just before her letters stopped coming, the cousin of an old friend said he saw Patrice performing there, singing and playing the harp. It could be nothing, but please investigate. Lastly, if your search of the city has not borne fruit by the month of wind, I will be making the trip from Morley myself in order to obtain another agent. Sincerely, Madison Canebright. There we go. Set her down gently.
And now.
Set her down easy. Thank you. We're not barbarians. Golden Cat, Master Key. I know we're running low on beds, but I must have a room for the child. She's more important than you can guess. And recently, she's almost got away, using the VIP entrance. That's why I decided to keep the Master Key in my possession. The girl must be cared for, even if she's a brat, and I want her kept in a room to herself. Madam Prudence. I'm sorry, did you just call Emily a brat? Pardon me, but I won't have it. She may not be acting in a way that you wanted, but think about the predicament she's in. Golden Cat Guest Ledger. Lord Morgan Pendleton with Loya in the Ivory Room, 2nd floor. Mr. Bunting with Betty in the Silver Room, 2nd floor. Lord Custis Pendleton with Violetta in the Smoking Room, 3rd floor. Well, Betty ain't here anymore.
Did you hear Morris was dragged off by the overseers? Some black magic nonsense.
Shut up.
These guards are always telling each other to just shut up. Because I guess everything they say is so dumb.
Did you hear what that little girl did?
No. She's cute. Amy or Emily or something.
She tried to escape. Somehow she found the VIP exit.
Really?
Yes, Prudence keeps it locked now, and she carries the only key.
Why is she here anyway? Is she some niece of the Pendletons?
No idea. They keep her hidden away.
Elixir delivery. This is the week's supply of elixir. Tell your ladies to drink up, but the boss says we gotta have coin in payment. No more trades. Craxton.
are you? Why are you wearing that mask? Corvo? Corvo, it's you! You're wearing a mask to sneak around, aren't you? They told me you were head chopped off in the prison, dead, like Mother. That seems like a long time ago. But you're not dead. Now we can leave. I almost got away twice. There's a special door to come and go, for special people, and I'll show you. And if anyone tries to stop us, you can fight them.
That's my girl.
It's this way.
Wait, you got any money in this room? No, you got food. Good to know they've been feeding you. Now just close that door. Nobody needs to know that you've escaped. That's for me to know and for everybody else to not find out. And there she goes. Close this door.
This place is on the river, so you must have come by boat. I'll wait for you near the boat. I remember the way. Don't worry about me.
Before we do anything else, 696. Royal party invitation. Okay. Custis, Morgan, and the postulate child. I don't know what that means. Dowd, and the Parabola of Lost Seasons. Golden Cat reopening. Mr. Bunting, I know you've been waiting for the Golden Cat to reopen. You've probably been suffering, poor dear. So let me offer you a warm welcome to our lavish reopening tomorrow. I assure you that everything has been cleaned up top to bottom after that touch of the plague. We're ready to take care of you. Everyone here loves you, and half the girls consider you a friend. What about the other half?
You brought me the numbers. I've been after this combination for months. If you ever need steady work, you come see me. Slackjaw knows a good man when he sees one. It's only natural that you be curious about what I intend to do with the Pendletons. See, them Pendletons got these rock mines. Have hundreds of souls working down there 1/2 mile deep below ground. So I'm gonna shave their heads and cut out their tongues and put them in one of their own stinking mines. Then they're gonna see life from a different angle.
Sounds good. Let's see how they enjoy life after that.
Are you both ready to go? Corvo, you must have worked wonders out there in the city tonight. I can't believe my old eyes.
Yep. Let's get out of here. I was detected at least once, but I didn't kill anybody. And my overall chaos is low. Wonder if there's a way to take out the Pendletons without talking slackjaw.
So you did the business, did you, Corvo? I'm not one to speak against my betters, mind you, but if anybody ever deserved their fate, it was those Pendletons.
What business are you talking about?
Oh, grown-up business, girl. I mean, your ladyship. Forgive me.
It's okay. I heard a lot of grown-up business on the Golden Cat.
Oh, I should concentrate on piloting this boat.
Young Lady Emily, I'm Callista. I'll be caring for you and schooling you while you're with us.
Pleased to meet you.
As am I. Would you like to see your room in the tower?
Can I see it?
Yes, you may. You'll get to see it all. The entirety of the Hound Pits.
Good. I think I'll like it here. I'll go with Callista, Corvo. I'll see you later.
Alright, sweetie.
You do not fail to impress. Armed with a blade, you've changed the course of the city forever. And with the Pendleton twins gone, our own Lord Pendleton will assume their votes in Parliament. In one night, you've done more than most men do in a lifetime. I need to speak to you soon. But for now, Lord Pendleton requests your attention. I'll get this old boat ready. Scrape off a few barnacles.
Oh, yeah?
They'll want you inside. No need to keep this old sailor company.
But I like you. Okay, I'll go. I guess we're all ready for a new mission.
Corvo, the Loyalist conspiracy thanks you for your work. I don't know if I can. My own brothers.
We never believed that you killed the Empress. It made much more sense that the Royal Spy Master, now the Lord Regent, was behind it, aided by some of his key allies. We spent a lot of money and exposed ourselves to great risk in getting you out of prison. But we did it because we believe that you're the one that can make the difference.
Oh, and Havelock's looking for you.
Oh? Oh, that was quick. At first he told me you were looking for me, and now he's looking for me. One thing after another.
I hope his lordship is taking this well. Pendleton, I mean. I do worry about the poor man. I'll be giving your quarters a good scrubbing. I hope you don't mind having a lady in your room.
Of course not.
I envy your trip to the Golden Cat. They must have gorgeous gowns.
Eh.
You startled me. You moved so silently, you could have been a dancer.
Well, if you're not busy tomorrow, would you like to dance?
A night at the Golden Cat, Corvo. I wonder if it's your first time.
Technically, I went there in the afternoon, but yes, it was my first time.
Martin's devised our next move. There's a footnote in Campbell's journal that tells us the Lord Regent's mistress sat for a portrait with Sokolov, the painter and royal physician. He'll be able to give us her name. Sokolov lives on Caldwin's Bridge about half the time, out over the river. The catch is that I'm afraid you've got to head out right away, while Sokolov is at his apartment on the bridge. Samuel can get you close to the bridge, but you'll have to find Sokolov. Bring him back here intact, and it'll enable us to make our next move. I can't believe what you've done so far. Escaping from Coldridge, taking down the High Overseer, recovering Emily. You make this old military man proud. That's it then.
Gamble's journal. It's amazing how many overseers he'd been blackmailing. It really is the key to the Abbey. Your work at the Golden Cat was something for the poets, Corvo. Both targets eliminated and Emily delivered to us without so much as a bump or a bruise.
A good thing, too. Someone harmed a hair on her head, they would have to deal with me.
The city is better off without the men you took care of, those loutish twins. And now, Lord Pendleton can slow the Lord Regent down in Parliament. Gum up the works. Bit by bit, we're winning. Let's just hope the city lasts long enough for us to make things right again. Bit by bit, we're winning. Let's just hope the city lasts long enough for us to make things right again.
Sokolov's unpredictable. And as head of the Academy of Natural Philosophy, he's an odd bird, to be sure. You showed skill in dealing with the Pendletons. I'm impressed. When a fight starts in a brothel, well, I've seen it go poorly.
So you've been to one?
You know Sokolov, don't you? They say genius and madness are so finely balanced in his personality that no one can tell the difference. Sokolov's on the bridge right now, but he's given to late-night wanderings. Best to move as soon as possible. He's one of the keys to this puzzle. to putting things right.
Genius and madness go hand in hand like peanut butter and chocolate, I guess.
If we could bring him to our side, think what he and Piero could accomplish together.
Assuming they get along.
Where's Wallace? Wallace! You're promoted wherever you are. Head lackey.
Oh, good for him, I
suppose
guess.
This means I'll have to have children, or else recognize one of my bastards. This will be a new beginning for the Pendletons. I'll make sure of that.
In a good way?
Lord of Pendleton Manor. If Waverly could see me now.
Is she still alive?
It is a difficult time for the family. Perhaps we should not speak. I must fetch the mourning garments. His lordship has never looked well in black. If only there had been another way.
What do you mean?
I have always hoped to see the Pendleton name redeemed. For the first time in years, it seems possible.
If only there had been another way. What does that mean? Where's Cecilia?
Hello,
There you
Mr.
are.
Corvo. I'll be getting on with my work then. The Admiral says sound travels for miles over water. I'm afraid even to sneeze. Why doesn't anyone listen to me? I feel like a ghost.
I'm listening to you.
I've been practicing my curtsy, but it's not going well.
Is it really that hard?
I don't mind helping Wallace. He gives me the dirty work, but that's what I do. I'm accepting of that. Someone has to do it, right?
Attention.
I could help you if you want.
Unidentified.
Well, right now I'm busy, so I can't help, but whenever I'm not busy, you know, give me a call. Just a rube. Sometimes they're down here. I don't know where it came from. It's not like there's any whales down here.
Krista, I don't want to look around right now.
Of course. We can give you the tour later. When you did.
I was wondering, do you think my mother is really dead? I saw her get stabbed, but maybe she was still alive and got better. Is that possible?
I'm sorry, Emily. But no, she did not survive.
Oh. Did you go to her funeral? Was it fancy and beautiful?
A train of carriages rode through the city. It was very beautiful. Flowers everywhere. And thousands of people wept because they will miss her.
I wish I could have seen it.
I'm sorry, dear.
Off to Caldwin's Bridge, sir. We'll get our sleep later.
Yeah, hopefully.
Just climb aboard when you're ready.
I'm ready right now. So was this named after the Caldwins, or were the Caldwins named after this? That's the real question.
What do you think, Corvo? Caldwin's Bridge. You've been in the city for years, but you lived in Dunwall Tower with the late Empress, so maybe you haven't visited the bridge before tonight. Something to look out for. See all them lights on the water? That's right, we'll be spotted for sure. You're gonna have to shut off their power before I can pick you up. Now, about bringing Sokolov back alive. He's smart. Maybe even smarter than Piero. Got the whole of Dunwall under his thumb with all that natural philosophy business. New technology, potions and the like. Seems dangerous to me. But what do I know? Here we are. I'll meet you at the arches under Sokolov's place when you're ready, Corvo. Assuming, of course, you've taken care of those floodlights.
Then what? Did he say something? Remind him about curfew?
No, you don't remind him. You chase him down, and you give him a severely deadly beating is what?
Okay, yeah, I got it. Ain't no point in yelling at me. Severely deadly beating.
Sounds a bit harsh. That was wrong. But yeah, Corvo's been here before. Thing is that it always ended the visit with something stuck up his ass. Don't ask me how. It's just what I've heard. A different guard asked that. It's not any less weird when you ask it. I remember this. It was always a tad hard. Got it.
Curse the plague and this blasted curfew. How is anyone supposed to make a living?
Well now, Mr. Pratchett, even a wealthy man like you needs the city watch. Gangs are cutting throats and smashing windows left and right, and the weepers, excuse me, the plague victims are worse. Are you saying the Lord Regent is wrong for imposing curfew?
It won't do you any good to bait me, officer. But don't worry, I'll be fine. I'll profit. A smart man can come out ahead, even in the time of plague.
Sure, like that Sokolov. He's doing fine. Always a lot of exotic items coming and going from his place. Keeps this place running, at least for now.
Yes, if by exotic you mean foul-smelling as a witch's bottle. The royal physician will be fine too, until he crosses the wrong man.
I can't say they didn't have it coming, the filth.
Jeez. I'll just take that. Thank you. Sorry, friend. How many rewire tools can I carry? Feels like I picked up 10 of them. Pratchett's reminder. Remember that the truth is in the paintings. The way to the truth starts in the crowded streets. Continue until you see an anchored whaling ship. From there, find the slaughterhouse and the truth will be revealed to you. That's what I was doing. The Isle of Morley. Excerpt from a volume of Morley Geography and Culture. It's said that the history of Morley is as colorful as a quilt, made from all the flags ever flown, and all the clothes ever worn. The land itself hides from the sun under a layer of clouds, and a thick gray mass hangs from trees. But the spirit of the people who live in Morley dances like the fireflight. Among the people, the love of good food and drink is legendary, with stews and roasted meat dishes most often used to fight off the cold and the dreariness. The nation has a rich tradition of poets, musicians, and philosophers, even among the poorest folk. Intellectual tones and bars, songs alike were often penned in Morley. A late entry into the Empire, the Morley insurrection is still a sore point for many natives, and independence is a proud character trait among the people. A sore point? I believe it was 437. Look to the paintings. From the one on the bottom to the one that ends this floor. Crowded streets, whaling ship, slaughterhouse. Okay. So it was 473. I never said it was perfect. Sorry, Phil. Journal entry part 1. 19th day, month of seeds. What will I do? She left and took her things. Back to her family, as if that will help. The plague will get us all. 3rd day, month of nets. I've been offered to work on one of the whaling boats. I'll be leaving this place at last. Later, I'll find a place on Tibia, to the north. The winters are cold there. No rats, no plague. 28th day, month of nets. Last day of the month. My fortunes have turned. I found something. Shiny. Shiny. And old. Looks like whalebone. Which is supposed to be lucky. Journal entry part 2. 6th day, month of rain. My cousin Emil is coming soon. Bringing a bird to roast. I'm gonna see if the shops are still open. Maybe I can buy apples and some potatoes. 10th day, month of rain. I felt my whalebone carving on a shelf, but I couldn't see it from parts of the room, so I made a little pistol for it. Looks nice with the candlelight. 15th day. Sometimes I dream about it. In the dreams, it makes sounds like the wind, through a broken window. On some nights, the wind sounds like a voice. I was supposed to go to the docks to ship out, but I remembered too late. It was days ago. Part 3. 18th day, month of rain. My cousin came, but we fought over it. When I came into the room, he was holding it. I screamed at him, and we fought. Now I'm filled with remorse. 26th day. He's still sitting in the corner, across from the candles. He was the thief. 2nd day, month of wind. I wonder how he knew about it. Coming to dinner was a trick. Maybe he told others. 7th day. Barricades in the halls inside. It's safe now. 11th day. The watch came, taking people away. The neighbors. Someone in the building has the rat plague. Gone now. It promises to protect me. Each night it promises. The outsider walks among us. Is this Emil? Are you the journalist? Your cousin deserved better. And he went mad because of this room.
Rivers change course over many lifetimes, and eventually all bridges tumble down. 1,000 years ago, there was another city on this spot. The people carved the bones of whales into runes and inscribed them with my mark. Children still find them washed up in the river mud. Anton Sokolov has made a great study of my runes, but he's not special like you are. He wasn't chosen, and he doesn't wear my mark, so he can't unlock their secrets. Sokolov believes there are specific words and acts that can compel me to appear before him. He searches old temples in Pendicia and ruined sub-basements in the flooded district. He performs disgusting rituals beneath the old abbey. But if he really wants to meet me, he could start by being a bit more interesting.
So, according to the outsider, Sokolov is boring. I don't know what you think about that. What makes me so interesting then? What do I have that Sokolov doesn't?
When the duty officer brings it by, those things, give me the willies, sir. You'll be thankful when Slackjaw's boys come down the street and slit your ricker.
I hope he was smart enough to stash him someplace before I got caught. You're the one told him to go scout around.
These things to keep
That's
a gang
right.
of kids safe.
Scouting is when you find out what the guards are doing
none of
and
them
come
expects
back.
to live past 20.
Well,
so
now
why are
we
you
know
scared
what
of
the
anything?
guards are doing. The reason you scout is so you don't end up in a cell. What Alec did was the exact opposite of scouting. We want to go and get ourselves killed.
Look, are we gonna bust Alec out?
No. Eventually, sure. He's the only one who could tell us about the pearls. Let him rot in a cell a while longer. We'll be more careful next time.
Well, here's this one for whatever the heck.
I'll get to the bottom of this.
Yeah, that one. I know Corvo is skilled at everything, but how is he able to throw so far? Was he a football player before he was the Royal Protector?
Is that?
I apologize. It seems that I went off to do something. What are you doing?
Where here you are?
What the? Seriously? No, I am behind you. You can't see me. Fine, I'll do it like that. It's just that I wanted to conserve my sleep bolts. Alex note. Wait here and stay hidden until I come back. I have one less thing to do on the other side of the drawbridge. I need to deliver all these pearls we've gathered to the boss tonight. So don't go messing around. If something goes wrong with the guards, or if anything else happens, use the sink next to the building to speak loud. The boys will come running to help. Another rune? Overseer's music mode. Yesterday, an overseer passed in the street near me, playing the strange music from the abbey. Beneath his mask, I couldn't see his face as he turned the crank on the music box, but I could hear his voice muttering verses from the sacred texts. Fear overcame me, because it is forbidden to carry bone charms and similar such items for luck. The overseers are completely unforgiving in this matter. Gripping mine in my pocket, feeling its warmth, I walked with my head down. He was heading toward the royal physician's home, that shaggy Sokolov, and something odd occurred. I could swear the charm in my hand reacted to the overseer's music, growing cold. Some inner vibrations go still. I found a book that is perhaps related to this, and will study it so that I might understand.
Damn, it's off. Once they get the reliability up, these things are gonna be worth the effort.
And there he is. Him and his dirty mug. Send us food, not bullets. That does sound better. What are you sending bullets for anyway? I guess this was just one of those nothing rooms. You know, the kind of rooms where there's nothing to look at, nothing to pick up. So why is it even here? Yes.
You haven't been thinking.
No, sir. Not thinking. I was just wondering, if Sokolov is testing elixirs on people to cure the plague, why is it he always asks for healthy citizens? If you follow my meaning, sir.
You have no mind for natural philosophy. Obviously, it's because the ones already sick with the plague don't live long enough to provide Sokolov with any useful information.
It's just a shame, is all. Like that woman the other day. Oh, someone's not feeling well. I'll flush you out.
I don't know who you are or why you did this for me, but listen. Nearby, there's a partially collapsed building. Up on what used to be the 3rd floor, you'll see a painting. I used to work there. Behind the painting, there's a safe, and the code is 294.
Thanks. They'll be okay. Gotta continue with the mission.
I'm not asking to know what's going on up there. I was just asking if you heard the screams too.
Of course I've heard them. I would be more worried if there were no screams.
What's that? Riddle?
Just skip right to the guy. No effort needed. I didn't even know about this the first time I played. I actually went through the trouble of going through this whole facility, whatever it's called, to get to Anton Sokolov, when I could have just whoosh, and there he is.
My hopes and energies to Formula 25, which in conjunction with a... What? How did you get past all the guards?
Magic.
Your tattoo is quite unusual. It is reminiscent of markings I've studied on cave walls far from the city. Who sent you? Piero? That jealous fool. There's no need to be his lab hound. You and I can come to an agreement. One that I'm sure will please you more than anything Piero dreamed up. Who are you? What is it you want? Money? Elixir against the...
What is this? Thank you, whoever you are. He kept me in a cage, like an animal. Pain is
Sorry
all
about that.
over now. So I'll just hide in a corner and leave when I'm feeling better.
Lieutenant Niles' report. As requested, this is a sample of the black market elixir we believed to be coming from one of the abandoned distilleries. No doubt it's inferior to your formula, or even to Piero's remedy. but people are desperate. We have not been able to identify the additional ingredients. Perhaps you'll have better luck. One thing of note, some of the men of the Watch claim, when pressed, to have purchased and used this stuff from time to time since it's cheaper than either of the popular brands. None of them report any illness or complications. So while it may not be protect from the plague as well, it doesn't seem harmful. Interesting. Okay, well, if there's no runes or bone charms, then I'm just gonna go.
Bones in pylons, blood beneath the stone blocks, an entire building structure. Many seek the bridge for solace, ruined men, abandoned women, and plague victims have all left from here. The crushed minerals, the farm animals, the vials of liquid mysteries, all these and more are necessary for his experiments.
Again with the toilet seat. There he is. Good to see you.
Royal physician himself. You made a neat job of it. Drop him here and we'll be off.
Yeah, let's leave. I'm done. I'm done.
They set up a cell for Sokolov in the old kennel. Shackles and everything. It'll be a shock, him waking up in the straw and old dog poop. But from what I hear, he's woken up worse places. Guess we all have at that.
Well done, Corvo. Well done. I doubt a dozen soldiers could have done it better. Sokolov's knowledge will enable us to strike at the Lord Regent directly, and ultimately help you get your life back. Soon, we won't have to hide in the shadows. The royal physician is brilliant, but he was a fool to protect the Lord Regent. Sokolov gave us the elixir, the war machines. He could have made us a great nation. Now he pays the price for siding with the tyrant. You have my thanks, sir. If you wish to get some sleep, now is a good time.
Yeah, say goodnight to Emily. Can't go to bed without saying goodnight. Boots. Ah. Yeah, so I think I will take that.
I hope they don't have to hurt him. He's done some good in his time. Made that elixir against the plague, he did.
Yeah.
Clever man, Sokolov. Look what it led him to.
To be honest, I can't really blame him for working for the Lord Regent. It's probably just self-preservation. If that were my only option, then I would have done the same. Cecilia.
Corvo, can I tell you something?
Ooh,
I have
okay.
a secret retreat nearby that may come in handy if the city watch ever kicks in the doors. It's an abandoned apartment across the street from the bar. I don't think anyone else here knows about it, but I'm guessing I can trust you. The key is stashed under my bunk upstairs. If there's ever trouble, you can go there for safety. I know I will. Yes, Mr. Corvo. I'll make sure your quarters are clean, sir.
That's not what I wanted to talk to you about.
So much dust. It must blow down from the upper city.
Maybe. The fact that she chose
They
to
let that
share
animal
that
run
with
wild.
Corvo, with
It's
me,
not how I do it, if you don't mind my
I'm
saying.
touched.
Restless hands do no good, they say.
Lord Pendleton Memoirs, Chapter 41, in which I bed two of the Boyle women.
I don't. But just curious, how would you do it? Do I even want to know? Would I mind then?
By invitation only. Lydia was most fetching in lavender pants and a tunic of yellow silk. She was pleased with me from the moment I walked in the door, with my manservant bringing not one but 2 cases of effervescent wine from the south. In fact, I had come laden with gifts, such that all 3 Boyle women soon took notice, and they set out to make me more than welcome. We uncorked the wine right away, and as night fell, we... Wallace! Confound these interruptions.
Alright, dude. Relax. Mind if I read your journal, Hadlock? Thanks. Oh, well, here's the 3rd entry. Pendleton was willing to go further than I thought. He served up his own flesh and blood to the cause. And I can see that he's truly loyal to the Empire. Could I have done the same if my brother were still alive today? Undoubtedly. Many innocents must be sacrificed for the good of Dunwall. Every loyal watchman that falls beneath Corvo's blade is giving his life for the Empire. He is returning now with Anton Sokolov over his shoulder. Simply amazing. Not only can Corvo project lethal force, he can do an extraction from that I didn't think possible. And soon the 2 greatest minds of the Empire will be here, together. If I could get these rivals to cooperate, they could create weapons and tools of unimaginable power. If I could command both of them, well, I'll wait to measure their dispositions toward one another before following that line of thought. Hey, Havelock, what about what do you mean by many innocents must be sacrificed? For Dunwall? What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean by that? What do you mean by that? Why would you say that? Why would you say that?
Don't worry. We won't start the interrogation without you.
That's not what I'm worried about.
Give me a length of rope and a bucket of seawater. That's all I need to break a man. The royal physician has a subtle mind. He may attempt to trick us. He's only a natural philosopher. How tough could he be? Good work, Corvo. Get some rest and we'll take a crack at him tomorrow.
Where do I find a good meal around here? If you think
no, it isn't.
Food's bad, you should see what the Abbey serves its captives. I think the overseers make it themselves. I wonder what Piero thinks of our guest. I still wake up thinking I'm in the stocks.
The location?
The nursemaid Callista is quite fetching, huh? Or maybe I've been in prison too long. I'll sleep like the dead tonight.
There's Lydia. I recognize her apron.
La di da, di da, di da, la di da, la di da, di da, da, la di da, da.
That's a catchy little tune. Where's it from?
Oh, how do you do, sir? I apologize for my state. I could use a long soak in the bath. So relaxing. What a treat that would be, hmm?
You deserve it.
You're a bold one, Master Corvo, snatching the royal physician like that.
I guess.
That poor man. I hope you won't be too rough with him.
No. Of course not. Come now, Lydia, what man do you take me for? I know everybody calls me an assassin, but I would never do such a thing. I mean, I did in the first mission, but that was forever ago. Just don't even think about it. Ooh, sleep darts. Would have been nice to know about that before buying them. Lord Pendleton's reward. Corvo, this matter with my brothers has not been pleasant at all, so I don't wish to discuss it further. However, I must really thank you. I've heard that you found some other means of neutralizing them without taking their lives. Ingenious. Wherever they are, even if they are miserable, they're alive at least. So perhaps someday I will see them again.
As quiet as you can. It took forever for Emily to fall asleep. Poor dear. It's okay, Emily, I'm here. She seems happier when you're here. Though I know you have important things to do. Out there in the city. She sees more than she is telling. Young Lady Emily. Poor Emily. Her childhood is lost. She has become a pawn in the games of men. She was bribed with sweet biscuits and ox milk, calmed with stories of magic and seafaring, all to keep her sane in a time of turmoil. She hides her fears. She seeks someone to trust. She clings to her childhood things, but they bring her only brief comfort.
Please, please leave a candle for me. It gets dark in here and I can't see my mother. I just want a candle. Where is Corvo? No! Mother, run! No! Corvo!
There's hardly a need to work on table etiquette. She knows it all, even if she chooses not to employ it. She'd rather hold her spoon by the wrong end and pretend it's a sword. Then suddenly she changes and she's all manners, asking for a tea party. I tried to oblige her, but I have little to work with. No proper plates. Instead of a cloth napkin, I've only the bar rack. Ale mugs instead of teacups. I've asked for things befitting her, but they have their minds on other things. For now, Emily and I decided to make a pretend dinner using paper and little things she's found here and there. On the floor, I suppose. Not right for a princess, but it'll have to do.
Maybe she's better fit for the sword than a spoon.
Lord Pendleton has departed for the evening to attend to matters at the manor. It concerns the departure of his brothers. I'm sure you understand.
Sure.
I want you to know I understand your actions with regards to Custis and Morgan. They were horrible men. Lord Pendleton shares little with his brothers, other than name. The stories I could tell you about what my lord's older brothers did to some of the staff, especially the maids. It's beyond my station, but I must say they were beasts, dressed as nobles. Lord Pendleton will return on the morrow.
Oh, here's something I didn't see. Havelock. Bravo, sir. The Lord Regent is furious about losing the most recent vote at Parliament. He was counting on the support of the Pendleton family and expected limited resistance. Just as you said it would, losing the Pendleton voting bloc has really slowed him down. And since the Lord Regent's defense budget failed as well, he's getting desperate financially. It seems that most of the coin he's using to keep the city watch going is coming from a close ally. We suspect it's a powerful noblewoman, who is perhaps his mistress. I'll try to dig up more information. As we know, if the watch doesn't get paid, in coin and in elixir, their loyalty will start to crumble. Your friend on the inside. Yes. In Cecilia's hiding place, I believe. She said the key was under her mattress, in her quarters. Which room is hers? I'd say she sleeps here.
Attention, Dunwall citizens.
Yes. Old Dunwall sewer. I guess we won't be seeing that until much later. I sleep now.